Hey guys, this is Al with El Rey Collection, and I'm here to redo a video that evidently did not have sound. I guess one of my cables turned off or something, and it was the mail day from January. So it's both good news and bad news. Number one, I think I had some pretty cool commentary as I was going through the stuff, and some legit excitement because I didn't really know what was in some of the boxes. Um, but the flip side of that is it'll be a lot quicker because I don't need to get through these tough PSA boxes or rip some of this other stuff. So I'm gonna literally toss this stuff aside, and I'm gonna get down to just looking at the things that I got. So there was two PSA orders. There were small orders. There was a couple cards I got from a member of the Discord. There were some tickets, and there was a shipment from Portugal. So without further ado, I think this is more or less the order. Well, it doesn't really matter what order it was originally because here's the stuff. So here's from a member of the Discord. I have, obviously the Paolo Maldini cards. This is probably his most common rookie, the Forza Gold being the most difficult. But, I think mine was lower grade, so this was an upgrade for me to get in an 8. These are pretty common stickers. They're more condition rarities, so you rarely see them in 9s and 10s. I just thought this was, a nice pickup because mine, I think, was a 5 or a 6 in this particular issue. So it'd been on my list to try to get a nice one, and this one was pretty good. Centering's a little off, but happy to see it. Don't love to see the Newton's rings, but it is what it is. So that was kind of the first card, and similarly, I had a lower grade of these Roberto Baggio's. This is the Calcio Flash. These are really hard to get on centered, and believe it or not, this 6 is pretty well centered for a 6. It's about the only problem with this card. It's really beautiful. Nice sharp corners. Again, nice back, but you see the little thick border on the left versus the right here. So that's the Baggio. So picking up some or upgrading some Italian greats. Those are that's kind of the way that I think about things going. Is I try to get a copy first and then try to get a better copy if one becomes available at a price that I still think is economical. Then I had a Super. Was it Super Express? I think, yeah, Super Express order, and this was the first thing out of the box. Which this is the famed Pele Balas Ídolos from 1959. Really one of the best Brazilian stickers ever in my eyes. It's just the beautiful brown border with the green background. It truly is art. And this one is, has a complete back intact. Most of them that you see are pretty crappy. This one I actually cracked myself. First crack I ever crack a holder, and I cracked out an SGC A, one of those lazy A's that SGC gives you, and sent it over to PSA, and glad to see that it crosses to a numerical grade, which I think is fair, as this is completely factory cut with the whole back intact, but there is some back damage and some glue, some glue residue all around the edges. Regardless, absolutely one of my most favorite Pele cards of the 1950s, and it is, I still think, I want to say like a pop less than 5 if I'm not wrong, but just an amazing sticker. Another sticker that was that is a pop 2, I think, maybe 3, is the an Eusebio rookie, right? So here's the Eusebio rookie. This is from the Campeões de Bala, and this is different from Las Estrellas, which is the other one that is typically seen, more common, and it's blue bordered, so some people like that one better, but this is just great. It has the same image of a young Eusebio standing tall. These are all blank black, as are the Estrellas, and you can see the glue stains on the back. You're not you're not gonna get. I think the ones that are great, I think, are all ones, if I'm not wrong, at PSA, and I don't think SGC has any of these. So this is another great, just a great card that I'm super happy to have. I think all of Eusebio pre 1963 cards are super tough and very much desired. So going from that, and look at I think my original opening was like a half an hour video, so I think this is gonna be like the 10 or 12 minute special here because there's just nothing to crack through, and it's hard for me to remember everything that I was talking about, as I was probably giving the story of some of these. But here's the next item. This is 1977 Campeonato de Argentina pack, and this is the pack that the Diego Maradona disc comes in, and you can see being in an 8, it's got this little flaw back here, but I've seen a lot of these packs, and this one was just so clean, bright colors, so nice. And I have a burgeoning pack collection. I just love some of the old art and just wondering what's in here. And in a near mint 8, I think this is just a crazy historic and important pack. Super happy to have this. I think this is the highest graded. I think there's some 6s and 7s, so just love to have this. And this set is a mix of rectangular cards and the Pogs. So anyway, here's the football 1977 Campeonato de Argentina pack. Cracks extranjeros, cracks argentinos en el exterior, y la preselección argentina para el Campeonato Mundial 1978. So that's really cool. It's talking about the team that is going to form the ultimate team. It's the pre-selection. It's the pre-team prior to the Mundial 78. And of course Maradona's in it. He would get cut for that World Cup, which Argentina would win at home. So super cool pack. So much history. Maradona, Argentina, PSA 8. Wow. Just epic cardboard from that perspective. The next I had a couple forgot about the shipment from Spain. This was a Sergio Ramos Mega Cracks card, and it arrived from Spain. It was actually kind of fun to watch me open this in surgical format, is what sometimes can happen from Spain. It looks pretty clean. If I had to guess, I'd say it's an 8. Could get a 7 at the new PSA. Before I would have said it was 8, 8.5, but I'm still gonna guess this gets 8, maybe an 8.5. Really nice card. I think most of you have probably seen the back. For whatever reason, the Ramos seems to be much harder than it should be. So, and then this one I really like. This is a Hugo Sanchez. I recently did a video on Hugo Sanchez and did not actually include the sticker. I didn't have it in hand. The sticker, the cool thing about this is the winning sticker. So, with all this writing on top, it's just letting you know they're going to put an X on the sticker when you return it to win your football as a prize. So it's the prize sticker. So it's pretty rare. What is this? 83 or 85? I forget, but really kind of cool little stickers of a great the greatest Mexican player of all time. So if you haven't seen that video, I have a video on Hugo Sanchez that includes not just his rookie cards, but all of his cards as he plays. Well, not all of his cards, a lot of his cards as he plays in Spain for Atletico de Madrid, and then later Real Madrid. So Sergio Ramos and Hugo Sanchez. That's pretty exciting stuff there. And then I had some stickers from Portugal. I think most of you guys know I just love the Portuguese stickers. So here's a name you may not have heard of. Actually, pulled these out and organized them, sleeved them and stuff, I think, as I was talking through some of these players. But this is Jose Aguas, absolute, major force in the Benfica team in the 1960s. Some people definitely hold him up there at the high level of some of the other players like Coluna and Eusebio. These are all blank backs, all of these Portuguese stickers, but I just show them to you so you can see, how kind of mangled these are. The Portuguese stickers from the 60s and indeed into the 70s are extra thin. It's almost like candy wrapper thinness, if that makes any sense. Some of them have some sort of a little bit of a coating on top. But here's a beautiful Jose Aguas, followed by a really nice Coluna, which I think is from the 60s. I still need to catalog these and make sure I have the right albums down. There's a number of, you have Agencia Portuguesa, the APR. You have just a lot of different candy producers, and they all have different sets. They look similar. You can usually tell by the borders, by the backgrounds, which the coloring, which sets they come from. And this is Coluna from a 60s set. And this actually is Eusebio from the same set. So just really fun, really fun, amazing stickers from Portugal. This one's in better shape than the Coluna, the Eusebio. Sorry for the reflection there. And then this is probably my favorite set of the 60s. What's this, 63 or 64 with the beautiful globe behind them. This, you can see the really nice patch on the uniform here. You get the texture of the uniform. You see a really close-up of his face, which you don't see on some of these ones where they're standing far away in the full body shots. Just absolutely gorgeous. Some of my favorite cards. Again, this one is removed, so it's got a little bit extra paper, super thin. You can see some of the colors from the front. But look at that front. I mean, I put this on front with on par with any issue in terms of beauty. It knocks your socks. Again, Mario Coluna is not somebody that the market talks a lot about, but I think it should. It's like Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. And speaking of Coluna's Jordan, here's Coluna's Jordan is obviously Eusebio, and here's a beautiful sticker. These are from the 70s, early 70s, but I can never pass these up when I see them. They're so nice, so beautiful, and so uncommon. You don't see these out there. Look at that. I mean, if you're a Benfica fan, these have got to be your holy grails. What a team in the 1960s. What a team. And then this one is another Eusebio, but this is from Italy. These are like the refractors. I don't see if you can see this. It's kind of mirrored-ish. So it's like the pre-refractors. Really cool. And when I say mirror-ish, the manufacturer on this is Mira from Italy. So you'll see this. Tutti I calciatori. So sorry for my bad Italian, but my pronunciation always is pretty terrible. And this is from Mira. These will get ones or twos, but the history, the player, the uniqueness, and the rarity, I think, you know what? It doesn't matter to me. I think these are all super epic. So that was part of an epic shipment from Portugal, but probably the most epic piece in that shipment was this card. And I'm sure a lot of you will be looking at this and say, what is that? Well, Pepe is he is a bit of a legend in Portugal. He was an amazingly prolific goal scorer. He started playing in his teens, I want to say 17, and he, I think scored even 10 goals in a game. That prolific of a goal scorer. Played for oh man, why am I drawing a blank? Oh my gosh. Oh man, I can't believe that. Anyway, he died of food poisoning it's alleged, at 23 years old, and he was really kind of, set to be, think of like a Holland, or somebody like that, and he, abruptly, inexplicably passes at such a young age. And that's kind of the story of Pepe. Knock on wood, that doesn't happen to Holland, but he really was, a gigantic thing, and even to this day, it's Belenense, I think. They go and place a wreath, at a monument before every game, and there's still monuments that commemorate him. And after he passed, there are a number of different cards that commemorate his time. There's some postcards from 1928. I think he plays for Portugal in the 1928 Olympics. And these particular cards, there's two versions. As far as I know, this is from an album called Os Ases de Futebol Português. And so there's one that's actually issued in Angola, that has like 100 different. The checklist is like 100 plus, and this particular one is for E Bastos Limitada in Lisbon, and they were the representative in R&J Hill, out of the UK. And then the funniest thing to me is, so you've got this Portuguese set, which this particular set has 40. Let's see if I can read. Yeah, 44 in the set, and this particular one is printed in France for R&J Hill, the English tobacco company that has a bunch of different brands of tobacco, and it's distributed through E Bastos Limitada in Lisbon. So you've got just such a cool international commerce card, and amazing. This is the only card that I know of him in his playing years, and this is on one of my top 10 most wanted. So what do we do when we see things on the top 10 most wanted, when the card's out there, you've been looking for it for 10 years and you can never find one? We do what? We stretch. So that's what you do when you see a card that's really high on the list. I get that this wouldn't be a card that a lot of people would want to stretch for, but for me, absolute stretch on this one, because it was so important to pry this away from a super long time collector. Very difficult task, but super happy to have Pepe land in South Carolina. So that's the story on Pepe. I'll scan this and I'll post this for the Discord, and you guys can learn a little bit more about him. I think it's a fascinating case. I like the history. Sad as all hell, but what a amazing image of this young man. He was already great. So I was gonna say on the cusp of greatness, but here he was so great, and he is just a legend that is still kept alive, thank goodness, through paying homage to him every game. And then I got this is not necessarily a common thing, but you got a couple of different, well, I don't even need to, here, maybe this is easier here, a couple different Senna tickets, where his debut tickets. So I don't have a ton of Formula One stuff, but this is pretty epic stuff from my take. So I was happy to pick these up. And again, that's from somebody in the Discord. So it was a real fun January. This year for me is about consolidating down to the things that I don't have, upgrading things that I need. Where I'm not happy with the copy that I have in the collection. It's about filling in the holes. So, really excited to bring you guys on that journey with me through 2022. And again, sorry for losing the volume on the more robust review of my mail day, but I hope you've enjoyed at least this re-show of it. And, if so leave me a comment, smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. So I'll do some mail days, and It looks like I'm going to be doing a couple of I'm just gotta leave this Pepe on the screen. I'll be doing a couple of player videos here in the coming weeks, and I'm working on my favorite cards from the 1950s right now. So also working on that. So you'll get some additional content and material from the El Rey collection. So hope you've enjoyed this epic cardboard, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks.